Hey guys, Materian here, and this is my video on what I'd like to see in future Cricket Captain editions coming up. Okay, this is one feature I'd like to see added in future Cricket Captain games. Instead of having a batting preference section here where you have no idea if your player's improving or not, I would change this to an overall batting rating and an overall bowling rating system. Here you can see that I've split it all off into categories of what, say, Henry Delaney, a possible all-rounder, could be good at. And instantly you know what he needs to work on, and we've got the training system to do that. So, for example, he's got a bit of a weakness in the old back foot shots, and that's what I'd work on for Henry Delaney. I would also look at his bowling and see that he's reasonably good in first class cricket, but he's slightly less effective in one day in 2020 cricket. And I'd work on that part of his game to just bring up his skills. And that way as well, you get to see their stats improve, and then you can sort of determine whether you want to continue working on that player and start working on someone else. And also, it gives you an indication if, say, for example, Henry Delaney's at age 33, you could see his stats declining, and then you know that you need to start looking for other players to sort of fill the void of his position when he retires. So that is one thing I'd like to see them add into Cricket Captain. Okay, I've covered a couple of things now. The next thing I'd love to see in the game is some sort of a youth academy, and I'm going to expand on that idea. Okay, this is my idea of the Youth Academy. Every season you get a budget of $50,000 in the youth system. The only problem with that is you don't get to choose what players come through your system, it's completely random. And your team could need a few bowlers, and the game decides that through your youth system you get a couple batters coming through. Now with this option here, you should be able to select a couple of options here, what you prefer. Obviously only choosing two options because you only get up to two youth players per season coming through the ranks. But wouldn't it be good, for example, if I could choose, say, a mid-order batsman, I really need that for my team, and an off-spinner. And at the end of the season, when you're looking to sign players, we're at the start of the season, in your youth system is exactly the options that you've chosen from player preference. That would make the game a lot more enjoyable. It means less searching in the domestic and youth parts of when you're signing up players for the next season. And it just makes a cricket captain a bit more enjoyable to play, in my opinion. Another thing Cricket Captain needs to do in this game is redo the commentary. The commentary is outdated, it's been there for years. I always have it off, like it's just boring to listen to, and it's the same old lines over and over again. What they could do is, whenever they get a cover athlete to feature for Cricket Captain, why don't you get them to voice a few lines of commentary for the game, give them their perspective? It'd be very refreshing, and I think a lot of people would enjoy that feature in future Cricket Captain games. It wouldn't take much, it wouldn't cost too much, surely, for them to voice a few lines. It's just an idea that I think would make the commentary more interesting to listen to. Another simple feature I think Cricket Captain could implement is, say, for example, a future tours program. After every 4 years, for example, in the game, I reckon you should have the ability to go to a future tours negotiation page. And every country's doing that. They can approach you to arrange tours, etc. It just means, say, for example, Afghanistan can get more test matches, more one-day games, more T20 games. At the moment with Cricket Captain, if you're, say, in Afghanistan or an island, Zimbabwe, one of the lower ranked sides, you're not going to play too much cricket. You're going to have a very limited tour program. And that kind of hinders the experience a bit. I think if you have the ability to negotiate with other teams, and it should be determined too on your rating. Say, for example, you've improved in your test rating, you should have the ability to negotiate, say, with in India or in England, or in Australia, for example, to play more test matches. Like, you may be a bit weaker in the one day and T20 department, and they say, look, we'll play you more test matches, but since your rating's a bit low in one day and T20 cricket, we'll play in a bit less of that. But it gives you an incentive to improve as well, and I think that would be an easy thing to implement in a Cricket Captain game. And it's a feature I think everyone would like too, to be ability to like make their own tours essentially with a program like that. And it also gives you the ability, if they also implement some more of the minor countries. I don't like calling them associates, they're countries that play cricket at the end of the day. Say, for example, I want to tour Scotland, Netherlands, Papua New Guinea for a couple of ODIs and T20 cricket. And that would be awesome. And if you're playing a domestic and an international career, you should also have the ability to look at these players and potentially sign them for your sides if they've unraveled a gem or something like that. That's little features that they could add just to make the experience a little bit more enjoyable, because the game has not come a long way over the last few years. Like, we've got more records and more statistics, but I'd like to see little features like this added for the average player like me. Okay, another feature I'd like to see is them improve on the animations of some of the shots, the fielding. Give them more animations and whatnot. Like, the animations are fairly old now, and I think some of the shots are very bizarre for this game. I think they could make slight improvements on this. Like, it's, look, some of the shots that they play, like, are completely and utterly out of whack. Say, for example, you see a Yorker, for example, and they're playing a cross-batted shot that they should no right hit for 4 or 6 in that animation. I don't know if they've corrected the animation either. Say, for example, they throw to one end. I would love them to see that. Like, just more animations for the game would be for a better playing experience as well. And I think it is something they have to do in future editions. Whereas the game just looks the same every year. Another thing Cricket Captain could potentially add is the ability at the start of the season to add some pre-season games in would be quite good. May want to play a 3-day match and try out some players. Instead of jumping straight into the season and then throwing them in the deep end, like, giving them an opportunity to play a couple of pre-season games could just determine whether they make the starting lineup for the opening game of the season. Like, and whenever the competition changes as well, it should give you a little bit of space on the calendar, and it should have the ability to find a team to play that's within your competition, just in a friendly or something like that. That would improve the experience as well, because that will give players certain experience and would certainly help. You should have the option as well whether you want to play them or not. Would just go straight into the competition, of course. Another thing that Cricket Captain could add into this game in future editions now, I believe in at least tournament mode, if not having a career, for the woman. Like, I believe the international game for the woman is really picking up now. Like, even if for a start off in the, say, 2020 version, we can play the one-day World Cup, for example, with the women's sides as well. So we've got that option. That is another feature that I think Cricket Captain fans would like. This is another wee feature Cricket Captain I believe could have in future editions. Say, for example, I bring up an English career, Derbyshire. I choose that. Skill level and all that's fine. But Cricket Captain, I believe, goes all the way back to the 1990s when it was first released. Why can't we choose a Derbyshire squad for, say, the 97 edition or the 98 edition and start off our career mode as that team? Wouldn't that be a cool little feature to add into the game? It's just food for thought. Like, that would be very much something a lot of people would like to do as well. Like, Derbyshire could add some really good players from the late 90s and early 2000s. You would like to rebuild a squad from there. Okay, that is my ideal things for Cricket Captain going forward. Hopefully you enjoyed the things that I'd like to see implemented into the game going forward. I think Cricket Captain needs a major overhaul. I think it's been pretty much the same year on and year out. They've added a few things in, obviously, like all-time records and all these statistics. But I don't know the situation of the developers, like they could be on a limited budget or whatnot. So in the comment section as well, like, also let me know what you'd like to see added into the game. I think I've covered a lot of ideas here. It'd just be good to get the community together of sorts and maybe prompt Cricket Captain to give themselves an overhaul, because I believe in the next couple of years, Cricket Coach, another cricket management game, is going to be released, and I think it's going to blow Cricket Captain out of the water potentially. Cricket Coach, for those who don't know, has a lot more options than Cricket Captain. in terms of teams, has a lot of statistics. You can create your own player. And I think what Cricket Coach has gone away and done, because I've kept up to date with the developer, he's added a 3D animations into the game, and that will be a game changer, and it'll be a very competitive market in the cricket management world for us, which is good. Competition is healthy. But for now, guys, smash the like button if you liked the video. Also, comment on what features you'd like to see added to the game as well, and I look forward to hearing all about it in the comment section. But for now, guys, I'll catch you later.